Golden Bachelorette woman shares creepy date with Joan Vassos runner-up. November 17, 2024. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos made her choice and is engaged to Chalk Chapel. She had 23 other men she didn't see a future with. Apparently, neither did another woman who reportedly dated one of her runner-ups. A woman went to TikTok to share details about a creepy date she went on with one of Joan's suitors. Who is it, and what happened? Keep reading to get all the details. Woman shares creepy date details about one of Joan Vassos' suitors. It seems every season that airs within the Bachelor franchise always has stories about the contestants that surface. Joan Vassos' season of The Golden Bachelorette is no different. Two of her contestants had restraining orders against them at one point in the past. Now, a woman went to TikTok to share a very creepy story about one of Joan's men. Who was it? At first, there was a lot of confusion in the comments about which man was being referred to. However, further down the original poster clarified it was not Pascal Evieu. In the video, she also mentioned Reno, which is where Guy Gansert is from. So, while she never named him, she gave it away by saying it's Joan's runner-up, and he lives in Reno. In a previous video, she also mentioned dating Guy briefly. The woman alleges in the video that she went on a second date with him after the first date seemed to go well. She allowed him to pick her up for the second date, and they went to the movies. She got really buttery popcorn and said he grabbed her hand and licked her finger. The woman who goes by Mama Bear Advice on TikTok said she was shocked and disgusted. The story gets worse. At this point in their date after the finger licking, the woman is uncomfortable and ready to go. Once the movie was over, he drove her home and walked her to the door. He reportedly asked her if he could use the restroom, so she let him and offered him a glass of water. While on the couch, Guy began to show her videos of him singing karaoke. The woman alleges he then moved closer to her on the couch and started to kiss her. She reportedly pulled back and told him that she was not sure what kind of women he dated in Reno, but she is not that gal. The woman then alleges that Guy asked her if he could see her breasts, to which she says she was shocked. At the end of her TikTok, she calls out Joan and tells her she dodged a bullet and she was so happy when she saw that Guy wasn't the winner. It's important to note that none of this has been confirmed or addressed by Guy himself. What do you think about this creepy story? Do you think it's true? Guy Gansert has been promoting himself to be in the running for the next Golden Bachelor. Do you think he will get the leading role? Stay tuned for more updates. Today, we're diving into a bizarre and unsettling story that's emerged following the conclusion of The Golden Bachelorette. Joan Vassos may have found her happy ending with Chalk Chapel, but her journey wasn't without controversy, especially when it comes to her suitors. A TikTok user recently shared a disturbing account of a date with one of Joan's runner-ups, who fans quickly deduced was Guy Gansert. This revelation has sent shockwaves through Bachelor Nation, raising questions about the contestants' backgrounds and what might have happened if Joan had chosen differently. So, who is Guy Gansert? What happened on this creepy date? And how has this affected his chances of being the next Golden Bachelor? Let's unpack this story step by step. The creepy date revelation. In a viral TikTok video, a woman, who goes by Mama Bear Advice on the platform, detailed her experience with a man she identified as a contestant from the Golden Bachelorette. While she initially withheld his name, clues in her story, including his residence in Reno, Nevada, and his status as Joan's runner-up, led fans to connect the dots to Guy Gansert. According to the TikToker, the two had gone on a promising first date, which led her to agree to a second. She described the second date as beginning uneventfully with a trip to the movies. However, the mood quickly shifted when, during the film, Guy reached over, grabbed her hand, and, shockingly, licked her buttered finger. "I froze," the woman said in her TikTok. "I couldn't believe what just happened. It wasn't cute or flirty, it was just gross." From that moment on, she felt uneasy but decided to finish the date. However, things took an even stranger turn once the movie ended. The disturbing end to the date. After the movie, Guy drove her home and walked her to the door. When he asked to use the restroom, she agreed and even offered him a glass of water. But instead of leaving afterward, Guy made himself comfortable on her couch and began showing her videos of himself singing karaoke, a detail that struck viewers as both odd and narcissistic. "He was so into himself," she recounted. "It was like he wanted me to admire him, but I was just cringing inside." The situation escalated when Guy moved closer to her on the couch and attempted to kiss her. The woman claimed she pulled back, clearly uncomfortable, and made a comment about not being the type of woman he was used to dating in Reno. But Guy allegedly didn't take the hint. Instead, he asked her outright if he could see her breasts. "I couldn't believe what I was hearing," she said. "It was like he thought this was normal behavior. I told him he needed to leave immediately." Guy Gansert's future as a potential Golden Bachelor. Before this story broke, Guy was seen as a strong contender for the next Golden Bachelor. His runner-up status and charm made him a fan favorite, and he had even begun hinting at his interest in the role on social media. However, the TikTok allegations may change the trajectory of his Bachelor Nation career. Many fans have already voiced their disapproval of him potentially leading the next season, with some calling for the franchise to prioritize contestants with spotless records and reputations. After hearing this story, "I can't imagine anyone wanting him as the next Golden Bachelor," one fan commented. "The franchise needs to do better." Joan Vassos' reaction. Though Joan Vassos has not publicly commented on the TikTok story, fans have expressed relief that she chose Chalk Chapel over Guy Gansert. Joan's season was celebrated for its focus on meaningful connections and mature love, and her engagement to Chalk has been met with widespread support. "I feel so happy for Joan," the TikTok user said in a follow-up video. "When I saw she picked Chalk, I knew she made the right decision. Guy is not what he seems." Final thoughts. This unsettling story serves as a reminder that reality TV only shows a curated version of its contestants. While Guy Gansert's on-screen persona may have been charming, this TikTok account paints a very different picture. As for his future in Bachelor Nation, only time will tell if the franchise addresses these allegations or if they quietly move on to other candidates for the next Golden Bachelor. One thing is clear, though. Joan Vassos seems to have dodged a bullet by choosing Chalk Chapel, and fans couldn't be happier for her. What do you think about this story? Do you believe the TikToker's account? Should Guy Gansert still be considered for the next Golden Bachelor, or is this the end of his Bachelor Nation journey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Bachelor Nation updates.